All right, y'all. We got another violent pump to the upside last night, and we are now at the top of this range, the range that I was skeptical about whether or not we were going to hold. But I'd say now that, well, we've made a move from the bottom all the way to the top of the range, regardless of the fact that, we didn't come down for any support tests to really build any market structure there. We essentially just pumped straight to the top of the range. And I'm going to zoom into the low time frames because seems like we just got a CDW of the local highs. Did we see any divergences there? This is a trade setup I was waiting for. And of course we would hit it as soon as I start recording. Okay, well, I just grabbed a little scalp trade from that. Little C-dub of the highs. But anyways, back to the video. Yeah, we are now sitting at the value area high of this larger macro range. And I want to basically go over my ideas, my outlook on Bitcoin and this recent pump that we've had, this non-stop upwards move. So firstly, I want to point out the fact that this was a very sharp move to the upside with very little retraces. We had, this one area of consolidation right there. That was pretty much it. We didn't really test any extremely significant levels of support to sort of build market structure for this uptrend. And in general, this was just a very fast move to the upside, which to me means it is very possible that at some point soon we may see a very fast move back to the downside to sort of fill some of this price action. And if we're going to be trading inside this range again, unless we just absolutely keep on pumping, unless we lose the range, it would make sense to me that, at some point we would revisit the lows, maybe then come back up, revisit the highs, basically just start trading in the range again. That is what I'm looking at. And so I think it's very possible that at some point we could see a swift move back down to some of these key levels. But that would mean that this violent uptrend that we've been on would have to come to a stop. And we are seeing some divergences on Market Cipher, potentially indicating a top here. Some of these higher time frames, we got divs on that last move up. The 4 hour, if I zoom in here, even had pretty bearish divergence with the money flow as well. So, it is definitely possible that we could maybe consolidate here and then, end up putting in a swing top before coming back down to look for support somewhere. And we did, come up to this key level I was talking about, this untapped monthly level. And, we just got a CDW of the local highs that we put in up there. So, for the sake of my trade, I would like it if we can start getting a little retrace from there. That would be great. Basically, we are at my key level of resistance right now. There's a reason I wasn't in a short trade before that CDW. It's because I'm not exactly looking to hold a swing trade, at least the type of swing trade where, I have a large window of invalidation and potentially take on a lot of risk. I'm not really looking to do that. I'm not really looking to have to set my stop loss, way above that wick or maybe even above this weekly level. I would like to keep my risk low with this because, the trend has been, consolidate and then violent pump. So if I'm going to be taking a short at this key level, I would like to make sure that I keep my risk low. I trade with a strategy that gives me a tight window of invalidation, which I have right here. If price comes above this wick again, that trade idea is invalidated. And I'm even looking to lock this in as soon as possible. If we can see a 0.5% move or so to the downside, I'll be taking profits out of that, moving stop loss to at least a break even, maybe my entry to secure a little bit of profits. But essentially, I'm trying to keep my risk low here while, still potentially entering a trade at the top. That is kind of my mindset right now. And if that CDW trade gets stopped out, like I said, I'm keeping my risk low. We can potentially look for another good trade entry. I am interested in this weekly level right up here, the untapped weekly. It is like the last, main bit of market structure we have up here. We have, one weekly level right above that as well, but that is tapped. All that we have left for this range in terms of resistance is these highs over here and this weekly level. So really, if we keep on pumping up outside of this range, the next real target is going to be this zone of consolidation right here, right around that 28 to 30K region, which is also this extremely key support resistance flip. In fact, the top of this box, you can say, is an extremely key support resistance flip. We had support, support, and then once we lost it over here, we came back up, tested it as resistance before rejecting. So, basically, if we start losing this range to the upside, we're probably going to be looking at a 28 to 30K Bitcoin. And maybe that is sustainable. Maybe we just start trading inside a range up here, or maybe it's a very fast move to the upside, followed by a sharp rejection back into this range. I'm just kind of brainstorming at this point because it's really hard to say what's going to happen. It would make things a lot easier if we would just continue trading inside this range. That would make the trades easy because, we got clear highs and clear lows, and we've got plenty of confluence to find some key levels to trade off of. For example, let's say we do top out right here. You pull a fib from the lows to the highs. You can see we do have a very interesting level of confluence down here at the lows, the golden pocket, the value area low, the lows of the range, followed by the highs of the previous range, and we got a weekly level down there. So honestly, if we stay inside of this range, I would probably prefer that, at least for the time being, because it makes the trades easier. This is a very interesting time for Bitcoin. This move has people flopping and groping all over the place, and I think potentially we could see a lot more flopping and groping, especially if we see a move up to this key level and then find a rejection, because if you thought people were getting bullish right here, wait until we get up to 30K, and then potentially we could see a move that results in the bulls flopping and groping now. When I'm looking at these kind of violent moves, especially in a bear market, I'm looking at it with the mindset of this is meant to throw people off. It's meant to confuse people. And, I think this would be one scenario that would definitely confuse a lot of people, especially if we then lose the range to the downside and go on to make new lows. That would catch a lot of people off guard. But alright, I think that's it for this one. Just wanted to make a quick little update, give my thoughts on the Bitcoin price action. And, we even got to enter a live trade. That doesn't happen often. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. Really appreciate the support, everyone. And I'll see you all in the next one.